When GM launched the 2027 GMC Sierra, I was not a fan. Now, we have some official photos of the truck testing in the wild, and I want to get you guys' thoughts. I'm going to save my reservation till I see one in person, but this is a step in the right direction. Now, you might be wondering, where the heck are you, bro? Don't worry, my wife did not kick me out. We're still madly in love. However, I am here in California, Costa Mesa to be exact, getting some suspension work done on my truck. Anybody want to guess what it is? You guys know what it is. I've been making a big stink about it, and finally released it. So videos coming soon on that too. Let's jump into this video. Now, I did get these photos off of gmauthority.com, and I apologize for any background noise. It's a little loud out here, but let's jump into it. This truck really did not look good to me when I first saw it. Seeing these actual photos of it out in the wild, it doesn't look as bad, but I'm going to save my reservation till I see it in person because it does make a big difference. Now, the headlights, I don't know what I think about them. They're not a great design. I think that GM could have done better. However, I will find one benefit in the headlights. I like how they put the low beams down low. So if someone does lift their truck or obviously if you're towing a trailer, hopefully that will help with visibility for oncoming traffic. So I think that could be a safety benefit. Now, GM, please add either adaptive headlights or do what Toyota does with their reflective style housings. They actually allow you to manually lower the headlights inside the truck. That way you don't blind oncoming traffic. That would be so much better compared to what the trucks currently have. Now, what do you guys think about those vertical lines down below? I think it looks good. The lower grille does not necessarily have to match the top grille. Vertical recovery hooks. You guys can see this truck does benefit from not having a front valance, so better ground clearance. And remember, this isn't regular AT4, so we don't have, monochromatic look anymore. They are now doing black bumpers on these trucks. So I guess that's like a new signature off-road look now moving forward. Now, if you move up just a little bit, you guys see the hood. Now, on the Silverado HDs, you guys remember how they put those little bulges like this, like in black, how this truck has? And it would say like Duramax Diesel or Duramax Allison on it, basically, for the Silverado HDs, that is, not for the GMC HDs. This truck has something very similar. I don't know what it says. It may not say anything on there, but you guys can see in the center of the hood, has a nice design there too. And next photo. What is off about the side profile of this truck? Anybody? Take a stab at it real quickly. Pause it. Write your thoughts down. I'm about to tell you right now. Now, do you guys know how the T-Rex has those scrawny, tiny little arms with this big, massive, dangerous dinosaur? That's what those mirrors look like on this truck. And when I saw the profile of this truck on the side, I was like, man, those mirrors are just out of place. Now, they do have a very similar design of the outgoing trucks, just like the HDs. However, they're just thinner and they're longer. They don't look right on this truck, and they really take away from the design. I hope that they have time to fix that before they release this truck. I'm hoping. But apart from that, you guys see the fender flares are finished in plastic, which I'm okay with. It looks like it's going to have maybe some side marker lights on there, so we'll have to wait and see. You also can see that trimming down below the doors and the bed right there. It has like a mud flap built in on the fender flare out back too. You can't really see underneath the truck, but you guys can see some of the skid plates out front. Those wheels look to be 20s. They look to be 20s. And as you know, AT4 will have 34-inch tall tires available. I'm not sure if it's going to be standard, but definitely available. And on the side profile, do you guys see how that headlight looks pushed in at the top and then it goes out as it goes down? Again, I don't know if I'm going to like the overall design of this truck, so I can't wait to see this truck in person, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Black door handles, gloss black around the windows for the AT4, which is not a shocker. It looks like it's going to have the fabric material for the liners there, and I don't really think you can see what size tire this is or even what the manufacturer of the tire is, but I'm sure it's going to be maybe a form of Goodyear tires as they've always done. Now, up next, this is a full side profile. You can see those tail lights. Overall, the truck does look good. I'm pretty sure The cab will be a carryover. You can really see that twin panel a little bit better on this profile. And one benefit of the AT4 is that you can get the standard bed over the short bed. So if you want a longer bed, the standard bed is available for this truck. You guys see that amber lighting up front too? A little bit better for the headlights. Overall, I think the truck looks good. I think that the lines look nice. Obviously, they are not doing circular wheel wells. I don't know why they feel the need to give them those edges, but that's how they do the GM trucks. I guess that's their way of differentiating the truck, maybe. And last thing you'll probably notice out back is the side step, and that bumper has some plastic around it right there. But yeah, overall, not bad on the side profile, except for the mirrors. Out back, I will say I love the quad-tipped exhaust. That really does hit hard on this truck. Remember in the past, they just had the single exit exhaust. Also, you can see the plugs. Nothing looks to be different on that part of the bumper. Like, you still have your tire lock there on the right, and then you have your 4 and 7 pin. I think they're going to be getting LED license plate lights on this truck too, which is nice. And you guys see where they put those parking sensors, right? I like how Ram does it. Ram puts it on the plastic part of the bumper, and it looks like they could have done something similar, but they didn't. They do have the multi-pro tailgate still. Full LED taillights look to be a part of this truck too. And my favorite part is the light bar. So you guys see it has like a spoiler on each end, like it kind of bulges up a little bit more compared to the other part of that spoiler in the rear. You guys see the glass for that rear window. It's kind of like how Ford does it on their trucks, which is not a bad thing. And I do see on the door handles, look at that. So the door handles now, they're bringing back the smart key system for the front and rear doors. That sucks. See, they took that away back in 2024. So 2023, I think HDs had it. And I think the 2022 on half tons didn't have it. And then here's that light bar. That looks so nice. It makes the truck look more upscale and sporty. And you guys can see that black part of that multi-pro tailgate. It's like a different kind of accent they've done. They haven't done that on these trucks in the past. Unless you got like a 8V edition, they'll do like a blackout on that part of the tailgate. But AT4 badge on the right. And I'm really liking the smaller badging too. Like normally they put a big badge in the center of the tailgate, but they're really getting away from that. But yeah, overall, this is a nice truck. I'm really digging this overall design. I think that they definitely hit it out of the park. And then lastly, they're obviously going to be restyling the release for the tailgate. And this should have a light and a camera built onto it as well. And if you guys didn't see it, I didn't point it out earlier, but on the side, you can see that the mirrors have the cameras on them, which is no shocker. That's going to help with that 360 or surround view camera that you see on that big screen on the interior. Now, one thing worth mentioning is there was no fin on the roof of this truck too. So they're probably not going to have any more antennas on these trucks, which is a good step in the right direction because most of the competitors don't either. But yeah, I guess all we're waiting for now is just more information on the new engines. Are they going to add any more horsepower and torque to the Turbomax, which I think they said that it will be enhanced, but will the Duramax 3-liter diesel have more power, for example? But as far as the gas V8s go, we're still kind of waiting to see what they're going to do there. I'm hoping that maybe they're going to potentially take away some of the fuel management stuff, like stop start. That'd be really nice if those trucks didn't come with that. Or I don't know why the manufacturers can't make it reverse, where if you want those systems you can turn them on, but if you don't want them, they automatically are off in the truck. That would be nice too. But of course, based off of the Corvette's cylinder deactivation, is definitely going to be a part of these trucks. I do know that the new Corvette 6.7 engine does have direct and port injection, but again, there's still no news about whether or not those trucks are going to have, you know, port and direct injection. Of course, Ford's Coyote has port and direct. Ram's 5.7 is a old design, so it's still port injection for the 5.7 and the 6.4. And I think when Toyota Tundra had the 5.7, it was just port injection as well. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to share it if you like. I know that some of you guys keep complaining that I'm not giving you any more new information, but You don't have to watch the video. I'm not saying that I have new information. I'm just showing you guys some of the stuff that I think is exciting. That way you have something to look forward to. See you guys next video.